this computer. Okay, cool. So there's just one little concept that I just wanted to run past that I wanted to show you guys, which is, you know, to do with any sort of trading, whether you're doing this sort of scalping or whether you're doing FRX or whether, you know, it's just something to think about when you're marking up your charts. Let me just hide this. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so now if I was, this is all set up. I don't know if you guys have been using doing DeLorean. Jemma and I have been getting into DeLorean recently, so mine's all set up, ready to go for that. So we're pretty excited about that. Everybody's been having quite a lot of success with that, and so we like to just jump in and trial out new things and see how we go. So we're going to open up a little account and see how we go with DeLorean. Anyway, so when you're marking up your charts, doesn't matter what type of trading you're doing, doesn't matter what type of time frame you're doing. This is one thing that I've noticed that I would like to make sure that everybody is trying to do. So as you guys know, I trade on the 5-minute time frame, and so when I go to mark up my charts, I would usually look for sort of patterns on the 15 minutes. I usually go up and I look for sort of, you know, market patterns. Maybe I'm looking for W's, maybe I'm looking for trends. I'm looking for different things. Maybe I'm looking for teacups, you know, a whole bunch of different things which you'll learn. But let's just use this as an example here. Maybe I'm just looking for support and resistance. So I'm going to get my support line, and if I pop this support line there, the one thing that I'm thinking about, so this is on the 15-minute right now. So I've got another support coming through here, and down here. I mean, possibly through there. I mean, I could chuck a few in here actually, because I trade on the 5-minute. You know, this is 15-minute candles right now, so there's plenty of opportunities for me in there on that short time frame. But the point that I want to make here is when you mark up your charts, you really want to go down. First of all, go down to the time frame that you're trading on, but just to sort of make sure that there are real resistance points where you're looking at. Sometimes I'd make adjustments based on, you know, this time frame, but it actually looks all right to me there. But the best thing to do is go down even further. So if I trade 3-minute trades, I'm going to go down to the 1-minute time frame to make those final adjustments, and I'll show you why. If you're doing 15-minute trades, maybe you'll go down to the 5-minute or the 3-minute to make this final adjustment. So if I go down to the 1-minute, the key thing is, so this is where I put this line, okay, and it's come up to it and it's hit it and it's coming back down. I'm just going to zoom in on that. So that's good. If I go back, one of the key things that you want to determine is how much time is price spending above your line, okay? Because sometimes you do it on the 15-minute and then you come down to the 1-minute and you realize, like, this isn't a good example. These actually look pretty good. The price hasn't spent much time above my line. So over here it's spent, you know, maybe like it came down a little bit, but 1 to maybe 3 minutes above the line there because we're on the 1-minute candle. That's pretty good because I do 3-minute trades. You know, 3 minutes above my entry point is not too bad. That's fine because I could always utilize rollover and then make it back down. But sometimes if you mark up on a higher time frame and you actually come down to take a look, zoom in, you realize that you know, a 15-minute wick can actually equal maybe 5, 10 1-minute candles. And when you come down to this lower time frame, you realize that price has actually spent a lot of time above your entry zone, and it's something to take into account. You know, if that's the case, I'd be coming down to the 1-minute, I'd be moving my price and finding a balance between making sure that you're going to get an entry. You know, when price comes back up, you don't want to miss out on entry. So like there's an example there where an entry was missed because price didn't actually come up to my red line there. So it's a balance between making sure you're going to get an entry, but also checking how much time is price spending above your entry, because you don't want to get caught out. So let me look down and see if I can find a better example down here. Like, I mean, this is one example. Obviously I've got my price, my resistance line here, and you can see price spent quite a bit of time below there, but this is more applicable to, let's just say you're trading trends. I want to try and find a trend. Yeah, I mean, there's a semi-trend there. So, I mean, this isn't perfect. Oh, I'll jump back up. So I would normally do this on the 15-minute to look for trends. Actually, here is a bit of a channel. No,
Consolidation.
we need to find a good trend line. Not really. Oh, I'm going to use the base of this as a trend. You'll really notice this when you can find a good channel to trade from. So if I go from the wick of that candle on the 15-minute and sort of to the wick of that candle there. Now, this isn't a great example again, but I'm just going to admit a couple of these people. So for those of you that have just joined, I'm just showing the importance of moving down your timeframes when you mark up your chart. So for me, this isn't a very good example. Like if I had a nice channel, what I do, but when I start trading is I jump on the charts and I try and find a payout that a pair that pays out quite well, and two, I try and find some sort of trend or some sort of solid resistance line to trade for that session. This isn't a great example, but this will do to show my point. So if I was going to put on my little trend line here to sort of trade this channel, the one thing you want to consider is you want to jump down to, like I trade, I normally take my entries on the 5-minute and I do 3-minute trades, but you'd want to jump down below your trade. So if I do 3-minute trades, you want to jump down, or if you do 15-minute trades, you want to jump down to the 5-minute. If you do 3-minute trades, jump down to the 1-minute, etc. So now you can come down and you can really inspect to see, okay, you've marked it up on a higher time frame, which is great, but how much time is price spending below your entry point, and how often are you actually going to get an entry? So over here, you can see it's just touched there. So I would have just been able to make an entry there, but I would have missed this entry here. I would have missed this entry here, and over here it would have gone way below. And over here, I would have missed this entry here, and that would have been some good entry points. So for me, if I'm looking at all these places that I would have missed the entry, I would probably move that up a little bit to just touch. Now, this here is is a risk that you run. You can see how much time price is spent below here. That's probably, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. So it's about finding a balance between not missing entries, but looking and seeing how much time is price spending below your entry zone. Because like over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 3.5 minutes. So for me, doing 3-minute trades, that's great. I could easily make that, or do a rollover and make that. Same with here, 1, 2, 3, less than 3 minutes. Great. And then if we look at the top here, let's go back and see what sort of entry zones we've got here. So back here, it's just touched up there. Just touched there, so that's good. Sorry, I'm just admitting people while we go. So there again, that was good entry point, and I would have made that with my 3-minute trades. Over here, yeah, certainly that would have made that. That's 2 minutes max. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, and it probably came up. It came up again after the 4, 5, 6 minutes. So with 2 rollovers, I would have made that. This one here, perfect. I would have just touched it and made it, depending on the timing. So that's looking good. And over here, it's a bit touch and go. Obviously here is the breakout. Like I said, this isn't a perfect example of a nice channel, but if this is where, if this is where price was at currently, these are just things that I run through in my mind. How much time is price spending below or above?
But you also put in obviously your normal support and resistance
of
on
course.
top of
on
that.
top of that.
So you get additional confirmation. This is just
Yeah.
more like a little bit more advanced, but just to show you guys the power of a channel as well as your normal support and resistance zones. It's almost just like an additional confirmation.
It's for me, it's just telling you guys to really go down to that lower time frame to check, even because this is applicable to not just trends. This is applicable to your support and resistance, right? So so I'm going to just show this one last time. If I was going to do a support and resistance for I don't know, there, so we've got a bit of a support there. It's turned into resistance down here, it's supported back here. resistance down back there. Again, I usually do my markups on the 15-minute time frame, and then I move down. I mean, I do them on the higher time frames and I move down because it allows you to see market structure a bit easier. But your entry points are really important. So now I would switch down to maybe the 5-minute, the 3-minute, actually, go right down to the 1 minute. And here, actually, this is really good. This one looks really good because you can see here, price spent maybe 1 to maybe 3 minutes above there and 3 minutes above there. And here it's actually just hit it. And so you'd have gotten a great entry there. So that to me looks really great. And it's just confirming that. That's all that I'm making a point of. So I will leave it at that. I just wanted to tell you guys that. And next time that you go to trade, move down to a lower time frame than the time frame that you're trading on. So if you're doing 3-minute trades, move down to 1 minute. If you're doing 15-minute trades, move down to 5 minutes or even 3 minutes, and just confirm that. Find a balance between making sure you're going to get entries and making sure that you're not going to be sort of spiked out. Okay, now I'm going to jump into this strategy that I wanted to Hourglass scanner. So if you go into, obviously, the scanners, you search, you look for Hourglass. I think it's, there it is there. It's HG. This is the scanner that I learnt off. And one thing you want to do is make sure that you go, when you come into Hourglass, go to strategies and make sure that you select Hourglass at the top left. There's a few different ones. Market Trap and Hourglass are very similar, but I prefer Hourglass. So just make sure you got Hourglass ticked. Now, this strategy is really basic and it's really, which I really like, and I can show you some step-by-step instructions. So the first thing that we're going to look for, if you've never used Hourglass, basically Hourglass gives you, a call or a put signal with an arrow, and it gives you a score to tell you how, what sort of a trade, how good that trade might be. The score system goes from 1 to 5, 5 being, no, it goes 1 to 7, doesn't it? Or 1 to 6.
6, but most of the time it's 5.
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
highest. Yeah.
So, but 5 being the best trades and 1 being, not the best trades. With this strategy, you want to be aiming for 3s or 3 to 6s. So you want to enter 3 or 3 to 6s. And the other thing that you're wanting to do is you want to check your currency strength. So on the right hand side here, you can get your currency strengths. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for pairs that have a good spread in currency strength. Say 20. Amazing. That's amazing. This is a great spread. So 20 points or more. This one here, like what I mean by 20 points or more is that this has got this is 74 and 10. So that's 64-point spread between those two currency pairs. And so that's the one thing you're looking for. You're looking for that spread. And then the next thing you're looking for is you're looking for the call to be in the direction of the currency strength. So what I mean by that is, so 76 is AUD's currency strength is 76. So it's the stronger out of the two. So price is moving towards AUD. It's moving up. And you want to take calls with the trend. Remember, the trend is your friend. So if the currency strength is saying AUD is stronger, that means that the currency strength is moving up towards AUD, and you're wanting to take calls so that you can see it here. I mean, the chart shows it clearly. It's been moving up. So you're only going to take calls. And even if this thing shows a red for a put or an arrow for a put, if the currency strength is pointing up, you're not going to take that. You're only going to take it with the currency strength. Okay. Does that make sense to you guys? Type in chat. Just type a 1 in the chat if that all makes sense. It's pretty straightforward. Just want to make sure that I'm communicating it well.
Sometimes it feels like you're talking to yourself.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay. The trend is your friend. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So this now Hourglass, basically what it does is it's not actually, so what it normally does is it gives you a call and a number, sort of what's called a rank for your trade, and then it actually gives you a hit level, which is your entry point. Now, I don't use that entry point. Sometimes these entry points are accurate, but a lot of the time they're not. So what I do is I do something a little bit different. It requires a little bit more patience, but like I said, my hit rate for the last 2 days has been 75%, and that's been without doing any market analysis. Like I haven't done all I've just been doing is just following these steps. I haven't looked at any formations in the market. I haven't done anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to find these pairs with the spread 20 points or more. And when I'm going to look for I'm going to look for call outs that are giving me a call that's in direction of the trend. So 74.10 means it's moving up, and it's a green for up. So this could be an option. So now I'm only going to take 3 to 5 point trades, and I'm going to ignore the hit level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look on here on the chart, and I'm going to, you can actually zoom in and out on this one. You have to grab this column and lift it up to zoom in and out. And I'm going to look for the nearest support and resistance. So over here, this is one here, and that is at 257. So 257, if you look there. And I'm going to switch back to my charts. We might get in on this one. So where is it? So we look at AUD Chef 257. We may have missed it.
That you're looking on the 5-minute time frame, I think.
Yeah, no, that's fine. 5-minute time frame is good. Okay, there we go. So AUD Chef, and we're looking for 257, and I think I may have missed it. No, it hasn't come down yet. So now the thing about this one is it requires patience. You'll notice that with Hourglass,
That wick down to it, yeah.
The price doesn't match my, like, I'm in binary cent, it doesn't match it at all. So like literally 260 is where it wicked down to, 260, and it came down to 272. So it's out by a little bit. So it requires you to take a few trades and just sort of check your broker to see how accurate it is. I'd be really interested if you guys like the strategy today. Then I'd love, if you guys are going to trial it out, I'd love to hear how you guys go, because I've been smashing it on just doing this, like just following it. So we've got now, actually, we've moved into a new candle. So AUD Chef. So we're on 5-minute candles. New calls get spit out every 5 minutes, and you see that AUD Chef has actually now turned into a put. So we're not going to take this trade. I'm now going to find another one where the call or the put is in the direction of currency strength. So right now that's not the case. So I'm going to move down here. This one's not the case. No, this one is the case. So we've got a currency pair with a 20 point spread. Currency direction is up, and we've got a call. So AUD NZD, great. And we've got possibly an entry, and I'm looking for 794 AUD NZD. 794. Get the music ready, Jemma.
I am. I'm on it.
Okay. Now I'm going to wait a little bit. This one says to go in at 815, like the actual call says to go in 815, and sometimes they are correct. But this strategy, I found, if you wait till it goes to, if you're a little bit more patient, sometimes you miss the trades. But if you wait till it goes to what that resistance line says, 895, then you get a better hit rate. So we're just going to be patient on this and see if we get a spike down to 895. This was me practicing this morning. This morning and last night. So that was, I got 10 and 2, and then, that wasn't the greatest. It was 10 and 4. But overall, I got, my hit rate was about 70 or 75% over 30 trades. So let's just be patient here. We're looking for 895. Although Hourglass, sometimes Hourglass is call out. So it says 815 is the entry. Sometimes they are correct, right? But a lot of the times they're not. And with this strategy, if you're just patient, patience is profit. It means that you're going to miss some. You're going to miss some, and it means you just have to be more patient. But I've really found that when I use their call outs on this, my win rate drops. I think the Hourglass scanner has about a 60% accuracy on its own by using these call outs. Now, well, yeah, it doesn't look like this one's going to do it, but what we'll do is we'll still wait. We'll give it a little bit longer.
Yeah, you might just get a little pullback.
So it's sitting there, 800, 895. So guys, get ready on this one. AUD NZD.
Just watch the chart.
Come on. 30 seconds left on this, so it might have gone. But you can see the entry point for that hourglass spit out was 815. So you could, I mean, it was a bit touch and go, but you probably could have won that one with the call out. But still, I recommend trying it for a little while, using your patience, and don't use these call outs. Just use those bottom support lines. So I'm going to let this one go because it's about to roll over, and let's see if we can find another one. Okay, so AUD Chef, we've got currency strength that's really high, pushing upwards. It's a call, and I'm looking for an entry. It's only a 2-pointer, but let's go for it. I think if it pushes down to 257, it should turn into a 3-pointer. So AUD Chef 257, AUD Chef 257. No, that's going way up. Let's find another one. AUD JPY. Now, if you find with the strategy, if you find that, look, this is really currently prices way far away from that next resistance line, then move on to the next one. Find another one. AUD NZD. Here we go. AUD NZD 791. AUD NZD 791. All right, we're going to be patient. Now, this says to enter at 800, and 800 actually might be an all right entry because it's actually quite far away from price, but let's wait and see. 800, 792. So I'd be happy. 800 and 792 is very close together. So the call out of 800 and my entry point of 792 is very close together. So I think anything below or anything around the 800 mark will be fine. It's pretty much the same. So we're going to get ready to go in on AUD NZD. And when this comes down just a little bit further, I'm going to wait for it to drop a bit more. Just be patient.
And I feel like that's the biggest thing. If you can just focus on patience, it will honestly be an absolute game changer.
Yeah, it's just a waiting game. And look, I mean, I was able to take 4 entries in half an hour this morning. And the moment that I jump on, it's going to be, looks like it's going to be a little bit slower, but hey, if you get an hour session and you get 2 great entries, that's great.
Because that's it. Two winning trades will make you reach that.
Looks like this one wants to move away.
Probably some people that have entered these trades that you...
No, it's moving away.
It's already...
All right, let's see if we can find another one. AUD USD. Oh, AUD USD 432. AUD USD 432. 440, so it's already gone down. Oh no, it's 440, 439. I mean, that's pretty close. I would actually have entered there, but let's see if it comes back down again. Come on down. Come on.
We seem to just miss them.
Yeah, like they don't have to be exact because remember your broker's not going to match. But I think if you can get into that sort of tens, like if it says if this was, you know, 4 3s, it's in the 4 3s, then you can enter in the 4 3s. So there you would have entered there 4 3 9. This might come down.
Look at the chat.
Oh yeah, chat. I won 3 on AD Chef. Good job. AD Chef is dropping supposedly. Do I jump back? I don't remember what the entry is for AD Chef. I'm going to stay on this one here because I think it's going to come down. Let's just, patience is profit, guys. 730s is what we need. Come on, give us some 730s. Looks like this one might be gone. If that pushes through there, then it's gone. Yeah, I think this one's gone. Someone said AD Chef is pushing down again, so let's go take a look. AD Chef is not knowing what it wants to do. So we're looking at an entry at 5-3. Although we've got 30 seconds left in this candle. So I might wait for the next one. And I'm just hoping that we can get some entries for you guys so I can show you what I mean. Like, it's been really, really cool. AUD USD, let's see if we can find one for a put. So Euro AUD 49.74. So it's a very strong downwards trend. And looks like it's gone.
Looks like all the great setups have just taken place.
Euro. Here we go. We've got a new spit out. Sometimes what I do is because they'll spit out these in order, so they'll do all the AUD pairs at the top. So sometimes if I've been playing around with the top for a while and it hasn't been working out for me, I'll come down to the bottom and I'll try and find some calls on the bottom here. So all of these, those are no good because the currency strength is in the wrong direction for the call. This one here is okay. It's not a 20-point spread though. But let's see. Now this one, you can see how it's done this here. The actual resistance line has moved. If it moves like that, you use the end of that resistance line, but it's only a 2-pointer, so I'm going to skip it. And the spread isn't enough, so I'm going to skip that one. 33.10. This looks good. GBP Chef. Okay, so we might get in on this one here. So I'm looking for the end. Oh, so it's about 837 GBP Chef. GBP Chef. GBP Chef. The end of that is 838. Make it 840, something like that. This one says 849, the call. So let's just be patient again. I know this is a bit boring and it's waiting, but I think we're just having one of those runs where we're having, you know, the market's just where it is and we're having to wait a little bit longer. But like I said this morning, in about 25 minutes, I managed to take 4 trades and just being patient.
And sometimes if it continues like this, it's just knowing, like, if this is your live account, it's like thinking, okay, if these are taking too long or I feel like I need to just trade, just walk away and come back, you know, like.
So this is actually the entry point. 849 is the entry point that Cash Trap has kicked out. I said 839. So I'm going to enter now. 841, that's good. So I'm going to enter now. So if you enter now, we're at GBP Chef for a call. And now we need some pump it up music. So remember, so it's funny, look on Hourglass, it looks like it's pushed way through. Remember my entry point was at the top of this resistance line, which has gone on a diagonal. For me, it was actually 839 was where we were wanting to be. All right.
Oh.
Oops.
All right.
Now, a lot of the times on these, though, I've noticed I have to use rollover. So apologies to those of you who have profit option. But I'm going to get ready to use my rollover. You got to pump it up. Come on. Sometimes with these, it takes, you know, it's slow going, and then you get rollover, and I use up to 2 rollovers, and I've found it to be quite successful. But sometimes when you get these and you get these lower entries, man, sometimes they just skyrocket because you've got the currency strength in the direction that you're trading. It's pretty powerful when you trade with the trend, because basically what this forces you to do is it forces you to trade a pullback. So when the price pulls right back, you're entering, and then you're going with the currency strength. So hopefully you guys didn't enter too late on that. Oh, come on back. Come on back. We just need a pump. Keep going.
Oh, it's going to be
this is a tight one.
one.
Oh, pump back. We need a little pump. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, guys. Did anybody clear?
Because that was, if you guys entered just after us.
Found it. Oh, sorry. Did anybody clear that? I just lost that. And if I bet you if I had an opportunity to take a rollover, you'll see that this will continue up. But look, that's one of those win-loss situations. Did anybody clear? How do I see the chat?
Oh, you've gone Discord.
Yes.
Anybody jumping on that trade?
Chuck a 1 if anybody cleared, or chuck a 2 if you lost it like me. Oh, good. You got it on AED Chef for the win. Oh, good. Somebody got it on AED Chef.
Jen, yeah.
Yeah, Jen. Did you use the entry zone that we gave, or did you find your own one? So you see here, like, I think this will continue to push past this. There's a resistance line here, and once it pushes past it, it'll stay above it. Oh, good. You use the resistance level. Good. Somebody did a 2-minute trade. Great. So sometimes these do require rollover. But look, let's try and find another one. I really want to show you guys the power of this. Honestly, if you go away and you test this, remember, sometimes these call outs work really well, but if you stick to this, to the actual resistance lines, I find I get so much better hit rates, because you're basically waiting for it to go a little bit further down before you take your entry. So AED, NZD, I mean, there's not a lot of movement in these charts, which I don't like.
Yeah, you can see how narrow they are.
Yeah,
like a lot of the pairs are coming into consolidation right now.
Last night we had a lot better movement. So 788 for AED NZD, 788 AUD NZD, 788.
Just see. I think someone said NZD is on OTC on pocket option, but I don't know.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's quite far away anyway. So let's move on to another one. Here we go. Do we just do Chef JPY? Let's see. Sometimes the scanners, you need to refresh them, because they can sometimes. Okay, so that one's already, price has already moved. Let's see. That one, Euro Chef, we just did, didn't we? And Euro Chef in any case has pushed past, and I can't see a resistance line there. If it does this and it's getting close to a previous resistance, you can take that. So if it comes down, right now it's still quite far away. So the next one would be this resistance line here, or support, I should say, which is 630. So you could do that, Euro Chef 630. But I think it's a little bit far away from that one, Euro Chef. Yeah, it's still far away. So we'll skip that one. Euro NZD we just did, but it looks like it's created a new line here. Let's jump in on it. It's a 4-point trade, so 385 Euro NZD 385 Euro NZD.
Stuff, because you don't want to like just look at somebody else's stuff.
No, it's gone. And yeah, you can see, guys, this just takes a little bit more patience, but honestly, it's well worth it. So GBP Chef, currency strength is in the right direction. It's a call, and it's for 817. GBP Chef 817. GBP Chef 817. Oh no. Seems like my hourglass is not matching up very well. I'm wondering.
Just refresh it.
Yeah, I'm just going to refresh because it seems like it's not being very accurate in terms of what it's showing me. So here we go. I'm going to move to the bottom. Let's find some down here. No, 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 no. GB Chef. That's the one that we just looked at. Oh yeah, now it's more accurate. It's moving now, so that's good.
Yeah, so if your scanners don't match up, just refresh them because sometimes they lag.
Are you on the chat? No. Euro JPY. Oh yes, Euro JPY. Come on. Now it could be this one here. So 80 or 70. So below 80 is good. Euro JPY 80. Euro JPY below 80. We're at 8. There we go. I'm in. Euro JPY.
Okay, looks sweet.
70 would be a better entry, but I'm starting to get impatient because I want to show you guys. So I'm in at 8.1. So you can see we've got the market moving up and we've got a big pullback happening and we're trying to get it right at the bottom of that pullback is the whole point here.
But if this one doesn't go, I think what you can always do is record a session.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Using this strategy on an actual better trending market.
No, I
and
think
show
we're gonna
you guys,
get some good ones. We're gonna get. I'm sure this is gonna go. And you can see Hourglass spit it out at 103. Okay. Now, if you jump over here, 103 is up here somewhere. So you would have entered, or you would, you probably would have entered a lot higher than what we entered now. So that's why I wait till it hits that bottom resistance line because it's a little bit safer and I get a little bit more accurate when I do that. So again, I'm going to get ready for a possible rollover if I need to. No, we just needed to push past this area here. Once it's above here, then we know we're clear because it'll use it as a support against it. So it's going to get up a little bit higher and then we know we're clear. Now it's struggling right now. Come on, just got to push through. If it bounces off that, it's going to come back down to around about this area here and hopefully move back up again.
Okay, cleared. Let's see the chat.
Nice. Cleared for you.
Nice.
Okay, somebody's using shorter trades. That's great. I do 3-minute trades. I'm just used to doing 3-minute trades, so I always stick to 3 minutes. This is looking good. Come on, get above. 4-0 today.
Nice.
Great. Is that 4-0 using this strategy, Jen? Or is that just 4-0 because you're a boss at trading? Oh, great. Great, Jen. That's awesome. So this strategy, like I said, a little bit of patience, guys, but I'm telling you, this is a step-by-step instruction that a brand new person can just start doing.
Just start the basics
straight away.
Right?
And then you can start after this, you can actually start incorporating, start learning from Dr.
Yeah,
Jocelyn.
you can start using your stochastic and the RSI and all those things in correlation.
And also just learning candle patterns and also chart, formations. 7-0. Where has this been? Great, guys. I love it. 4-1. Good job, guys. So I'm really excited about this because honestly, my live account, ever since I've started teaching, my hit rate hasn't been as good. Like on our live account, I'll be straight up. I was down 10% this week. And I've been down 10% in a long time. So me teaching has for some reason put some sort of a roadblock on me. And so this week I stepped away and I thought, okay, I'm going to step back to basics. And you guys got to realize this, that even, I've been trading for more than a year now. You're going to have your ups and you're going to have your downs. This week I've been having a down and I was just like, okay, I'm going to just step back to basics. Where did I learn what I learned? And I learned it in Hourglass. And through the educators in this style of trading. And then I just thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to go right back to the beginning, except for it's my little twist on it. So I don't use these entries, just use those resistance lines because it means you're going to get more accurate entries. Let's do a couple more. AUD, JPY.
If you hear a little friend in the background, our son has woken up. So And that pump it up music, I think, has gotten him excited.
This is good. All right, great, loving it. I need to move this because it's in the way. There we go. I want to see. I want to see if you guys are clearing any. So I've got my chat up there. So AUD JPY, I think is a bit far away. Let's take a look. AUD JPY. Hey, look, guys, and I'd love for you guys, if you're going to go and test the strategy for the week, I'm going to be testing it very diligently throughout this week. If you guys do that, I'd love to hear. Send me a personal message. Let me know how you're doing. Make sure that you're sticking to your rules. So wait till it gets to that area. Don't break the rules. Okay, CAD Chef, it's probably gone. Euro AUD. This is so simple, moving fast for a newbie, but I like the clear strategy. Exactly. I think for a newbie, this is excellent because it's just clear steps. You don't have to do any. I mean, I do suggest that as you get better, you'll do some market analysis. So you'll look at the charts and you'll think, okay, am I getting a W formation? Am I,
Getting a
what
doji,
are the candles telling me? So you'll start implementing that, and that's going to make you a little bit more accurate. But for sure, Sarah, I completely agree. For a brand new person, this is gold.
This is a great way to just start.
Euro JPY clear did 5-minute trade. Great, good job.
Yay, nice.
Great, yeah, and I do
guys.
3-minute trades with rollovers, which usually extends my trades to about 5 minutes, and then I use sometimes up to 2 rollovers. So great,
And
I'm
like
glad
we
that one
said,
cleared.
if you've done the basics and you'd like to expand on this, Dr. Josh Lee and Brandon Boyd,
Oh, Kathleen, sorry.
honestly, like they literally just use the scanner and give so much analysis and things like that. But we just thought we're going to keep it super simple for you guys today. And then you can always go back and continue additional training with them too,
You're waiting for it to pull back to the resistance line in Hourglass. Yes, that's exactly correct. So you're looking for the strength in the currency pair to be at least 20 points apart, and also the call of the call or the put needs to be in the same direction as currency strength. So CAD Chef is a good example. We've got a lot of spread in currency strength. And then you're waiting, not like it'll spit out this hit level here. Ignore that. Go in at the resistance line closest. Support or resistance. So I'm looking for 739 on CAD Chef. So CAD Chef, and I think it's quite far away. So yeah, I mean, but yeah, this one's quite far away. So 739 is what I'd be looking for. And sometimes it'll pull back. So if you're really patient, it does. But I prefer to find the ones where price is really close to that support, so you can get an entry, because it might take a few more candles for it to make it back down to here. So let's see. I just want to try and find how much time do we have? It's for another 15 minutes. I mean, if you guys are finding these and jumping into your own trades, then great. That's great. Let me know if you're winning. I'm going to keep looking for some and see if I can call some out for us. And sometimes you'll go through one thing with a strategy. Sometimes the market, you'll find there's a period of about 10 minutes where you just can't find any trades because all of them are in the wrong direction. And that's just the way that it goes. So then you just wait for 10 or 15 minutes for the market to start spitting out some good trades again. So GBP CAD, I'd be looking at 0.65, but I think it's moved quite far down. GBP Chef. GBP Chef is quite far away. One of the things that you can do, like I think I've mentioned this, if it's really far away, like this one is here, and then you can use the previous zone. So this one is below. The next previous zone above is actually 846. So GBP Chef, this is a little bit more risky. I prefer it if you use the current one, but GBP Chef, I'd be looking at 846. This is just for an example for you guys. GBP Chef. Hasn't quite made it down to it. And 862 is what Hourglass called out. And if you got in at 862, it would have been a great one. And that is just the reality of it. Sometimes Hourglass gets spot on and you get these great ones. But for me, I still prefer to wait and take a lower entry so that I'm getting a better hit rate. So I just ignore that. I don't let that get to me. Like Hourglass got it right that time, but you'll find if you do this, you know, if any of you start using these hit levels, let me know how you go on those as well. But I prefer it if you guys just wait till you get to that support or resistance area. So we've got 4 entry point on it. It's not in the right direction. Come on, I just want to find one more good trade that I can do with you guys, and then we'll call it a day. CAD Chef has got a huge spread. Okay, CAD Chef has got a massive spread. So even CAD Chef, so it'd be 738, or if I was going to use that one, it'd be 749. CAD Chef. Where's my CAD Chef? Okay, so I'm going to go for CAD Chef because it's got this massive spread. I'm going to take the next zone, which is at 749, and we're going to wait. So let's see if we can get in on this one at 749. Has anybody managed to get into any other ones while I've been sort of trying to find some? I don't think there has been many. Okay, so we're at 760 on my screen. Your broker might vary. Like, you know, I'm not totally sure how accurate this is with everybody's brokers. You know, if you're finding, do be patient with this. Like, do be patient. Like AUD JPY. Oh, yeah, we've got a new call out. AUD JPY, great call out. There we go. AUD JPY for me is 912. 749. Actually, I just got in on CAD Chef 749. AUD JPY. Let's see if I can get in on 292. So it's 911. AUD JPY 911. AUD JP1 or 912. So AUD JPY still hasn't come straight down to where I want it to. And I might have to go back to my CAD Chef for a rollover. I'm going to jump back to CAD Chef. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place here. And I'm just going to watch this one to make sure. I need pump it up music, Jemma.
I'm coming.
Thank you. So I'm in on CAD Chef. I got it in at 749. I'm going to hit rollover. Yeah, currency strength is so strong moving up. We've come down to this support area and it's also coming down onto the EMA. So I think this is going to skyrocket. Let's go. CAD Chef, nice. Jen, good job. You're doing 2-minute trades, aren't you, Jen? Or are you doing 3-minute? Come on. Now, I've still got quite a lot of time left in mine because I've used my rollover. Like I said, sometimes I'll use 2 rollovers. I have had these push down quite far, use 2 rollovers and it come back up. But you need to sort of, you know, make a call sometimes and decide whether you want to use that second rollover because you're obviously risking a lot more money if you use a second rollover. Way in profit for AUD JPY. Good job.
Jen, you're a machine.
Good call, Laura. Nice. Did you get in at the entry point and at my entry point, sort of that resistance line entry point, Jen, for AUD JPY? Cool. Somebody cleared on the 2 minutes.
Guys, look at
929.
this.
Gotcha.
Taking all these trades on your own as well. Like, that is just so amazing.
It'd be interesting to see actually what 6-0, Jen, you are
Yoo!
smashing it. That's so good. Great.
Love it, guys. This is just so cool.
Is anybody else having great?
Look
And
at
see what I was
that.
talking about, guys? Like, I think this is going to continue going up, like because of where it was hitting. It needs to just get past this point. If it rebounds off this, it'll come back down to here and hopefully bounce up again. But once it pushes
Nice,
through here,
guys.
I'm clear. Mackenzie, nice,
Yoo!
clear too. Now, I'm getting a lot of people in chat saying how many people are clearing. How many people have had a bad streak or a loss run? Just to see a sort of, I want to see a balance of good and bad and see how everybody's finding the strategy. Anybody had a real bad run? Did anybody lose 2? Okay. Wow. Okay. Looks. I mean, I'm not started using this strategy before we started this call, and it has put me 8-0. Great.
Nice,
Now,
guys.
Hourglass
That's insane.
and now, Sierra, are you using the Hourglass entry callouts, or are you using? You must be if you started before this call. That's amazing. 8-0 for the Hourglass strategy is amazing. But I have used Hourglass for hundreds, maybe thousands of trades. I don't know, hundreds of trades. I do recommend that if you can be patient and do what I'm telling you and do it on the resistance lines instead of the call outs, you're going to be a lot more successful.
And guys, remember, 2 to 3 trades is all you need to grow that account, right? So even if this takes you an hour and you get 3 good trades, man, so good.
Yeah, guys, if you guys, you can see that, that we're seeing a lot of success off these, and everybody is. But the only way to know true success is to
over a long period of
to
time.
test it over a period of time. So test it out over this week. Is this going to be posted somewhere? Yes,
yeah, we'll
I will post
this
in the MIB Elite chat. Test this out for the next week. Use it on a demo account if you can. Like, I don't recommend going live on a brand new strategy.
Always trial
so
it
go on your
over
demo
a long
account.
period of time.
I'm going to be testing this on my demo account for the week. I've tested it yesterday and today, and it's been really banging. I've loved it. So I'm going to be testing it for a week. Thank you. I'm glad that's helping you. The spreadsheet for me has been so helpful.
So good, eh?
But so if you can test this if you guys are really digging this and you test this out for the week, like I said, send me some messages. Let me know how you're getting on. Let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, because maybe every Wednesday we'll just continue to use Hourglass. This is fun.
It's great because for a newcomer, especially, it's just so straightforward. It's just simple.
You're learning the very basics, but it's enough for you to start seeing a growth on your account. And then as you get more confident and as you start understanding it, that's when you can really add a lot more analysis into it as well.
Jessica, there's a spreadsheet that I use for tracking, that Jemma and I use for tracking our trades. And I posted in the MIB Elite Facebook group. So I think if you go under files, if you go at the top, there's files, and you can go in there and you can grab the spreadsheet. I love these Wednesday sessions as well, guys. I'm just glad that we can find something that I can show to you guys that you can just go do on your own. And
because that's the whole point, is we want you guys to get to the point where obviously these sessions are amazing because it gives us a chance as a group to trade together and for you guys just to see it live. But what's even better is if you can do this on your own, right?
Yeah, Trista, pocket option. For me, you have to have a rollover on this strategy. You really do.
And 2 big wins on MT4, 2 losses on PO. Need more time.
Well, hopefully your big wins on MT4 was more than your losses on pocket option. I'm not sure, but I guess if you're going to go pocket option, maybe do a longer time frame. We know that who was it? I think somebody on here was doing 5-minute time frames.
Yeah.
Maybe test that out for the week, Trista. To go on pocket option. I'd love to hear if pocket option 5-minute time frame with this strategy works. But look at that. Look at this, guys. Look at that movement there. That is awesome. Right. So that there, I knew that was going to come back up because,
and now it's probably getting ready to go back down.
Good, doing $1 on pocket option, great. So I knew that was you'll once you can follow these steps, nice and simple, but sooner or later you'll start implementing.
Jessica cleared 2 with a 5-minute. Yeah,
Great, that's
amazing,
awesome, Jessica.
guys.
I've been doing pocket option trades with you all today. And Dawn, have you cleared? How many did you clear on pocket option with 5-minute trades? Or what's your win-loss ratio?
That's awesome.
While we hear back from Dawn, cleared all the others.
Wow,
Great. There you
awesome.
go. Keep testing it this week, Dawn, if you're keen on trying it out. Love to hear how you go on the 5 minutes over a longer period of time. But what I was going to say is, you know, sooner or later you'll just do this, and it's nice and simple. You follow these steps, but sooner or later you'll start implementing, you know, your chart analysis into it. And so straight away, I just knew, because it's pushing down here, I knew that was going to fire up. And you'll also start using your stochastic and your RSI down here.
Yeah, so this is where it's fun, where you can even start bringing a little bit of Rico and all of those things into play with this.
It'll help you determine what I usually use this chart analysis for is knowing when I should be pushing my rollover or not. Because like if I've got a M formation, like an M formation, and it's pushed past and I can see clear as day it's an M formation, and that, you know, I'm trying to go for a call. If you know what an M formation is, then I know that it's risky for me to continue rolling that over, because if I see an M formation forming and it's pushed down below my entry zone, I know that there's, you know, it increases my odds of losing. So I might not push that rollover. So that's an example of how you would use chart analysis to help you out. But anyways, guys, does Nadex have rollover? I don't use Nadex. Jemma, you've used Nadex?
No, I don't think so.
No. I just double checked that in the Telegram chat. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yay, this was so fun.
Cool, guys. I had heaps of fun with that. I'm going to be playing around with this strat. There you go. No, Nadex does not have rollover. Thank you, Trista. I'm going to be really playing around with this and fine tuning it and see if I can, you know, come up with some extra tips and tricks for you guys for next Wednesday's session. But yeah, have a great week, guys. That's
thanks for hanging out with us. That was awesome.
Look at that. Look at that drop, guys. Oh my goodness. Just before we go, now again, don't get downhearted if you do lose on this strategy. Just trial it out. Make sure you do the entire week on demo and see how you go, because like you can get the best setup in the world and still lose a trade. So give it a good shot and let me know how you go.
Nice. Look at Laura about to clear another one. Yes. You can stop share.
Yeah, stop share. Cool.
Awesome, guys.
I'm going to post this recording in the MIB Elite, and please reach out to me. Just send me a message directly,
or in Telegram,
or whatever. I'd love to hear how you guys go, and if it goes really well, spread the word to everybody else. Tell them to jump on next week's session so we can get everybody learning.
Yeah. Amazing. Another cleared
on the drop. Nice,
guys. And that's a fun thing. Sometimes when you can trade it up, hits that resistance, you trade it down. Like sometimes you can do multiple trades even just on one pair.
I still think stick with the currency strength now.
That's true, actually.
Just for now, stick to the strategy, stick to it 100%. I'd like some 100% feedback on how you go.
Amazing.
Right. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day and enjoy. Talk to you guys soon.